And it felt to me coming through the voice of Isis. She didn't announce herself, but that was implicit.
Hey, my lovelies, I am back with another spiritual point of view. We are going to talk about Aubrey Marcus and this whole controversy. It popped up in my YouTube, it popped up in my Twitter, it pops up right here on TikTok. And I'm like, all right, let me just look into this. I watch so many reviews, podcasts on this, and I really want to talk about this with you guys, and you tell me below how you feel about it as well. I don't know Aubrey. I have seen a few of his other podcasts, and I've never really connected with this person. I feel like there's something off with him. I also checked out in the beginning his wife. His wife would do these performances, really like goddess-like performances with other women. And they have a major connection to Egypt. And from what I can see, visiting Egypt, going to the pyramids and everything. So that clip that was played, he was talking about he was in the pyramid, some part of it, and he heard a message. And to him, it was Isis. Now, we're going to get into this from a spiritual point of view, what's really going on. And he said that to him, it was like telekinesis or whatever, that she said, oh, you need to have babies with both of these women. Now, let's get to the women. He is married to his wife, and then recently has added this other woman. It's interesting. Their names are so similar. Valana, Ayana, something like that. He is 44 or 45 years old. His wife is in her late 30s, and this young girl is in her late 20s. Now that I've set the tone, let's get into it. All right, I had to put these on because, you know, we about to talk a little bit more serious. When people come into the space, like this is the spiritual new age industry. I'm not a part of it and will not be a part of it. I don't look at spirituality in the way these people do, where they utilize spirituality to conform and okay egotistical behavior. I'm going to say it again, egotistical behavior. In this podcast, they're trying to create this new brand of poly where, you know, instead of like they're trying to use regular normal male female connection and marriage situation of loving one person to now opening the doors and everyone knows that we cheat type of thing. And since everyone knows we like to cheat, we like to express, we like to experience different types of experiences, that it makes it okay to step out and do these things. Now, his wife has been against it from the jump. When they first got together, I think this was the red flag from the jump of when they utilized the term monogamish, something like that. And my whole thing is like, monogamish? Are you together or not? You know, or is this a one man, one woman, you know, relationship, or it's a ish, meaning it can change. So from the experience or the expression and the soul expression of his wife, she had a very hard time with this. because the dynamic of the relationship was never that in the first place. And now it is. And to me, she just conformed. To me, she just bent over and succumbed to whatever wishes so not to ruffle the feathers of the marriage any longer, anymore, or whatever. And my thing is like, none of this is spiritual. None of this is spiritual. He utilizes certain drugs, right, to have spiritual experiences. So like psychedelics. If you have to use psychedelics every time to have a connection with source, the problem is you. You are not connecting with source within the trueness of yourself. If every time you have to use a psychedelic, something is wrong with you. You are avoiding your truth and allowing a substance to open fields within you that you probably don't even have a handle on in the first place. And that's where people, if you use it over and over and over and over and over and then add in other psychedelics and different types of drugs or whatever to have these experiences and woohoo type of thing, you are not grounded. You are not receiving proper channels that you think is source, when in actuality, it's the ego side of yourself, okay? It is other beings of lower energies coming forward, acting as if they are source. This is one thing that you can read the Quran on, you can read the Hadiths on, you can read the Vedas on, where there are energies, entities that will act like they are source. Nothing but the spin of confusion and chaos. And if you don't know how to cipher and understand what's going on, you too will think Isis is speaking to you, or Peter, James, and John is speaking to you, and so forth, right? So him saying that was only a thing to give him the permission and authority to over his wife and this other woman to say, yo, Isis said it, so that's what it is. And so we're going to do, that's manipulation. That's coercion. Okay, I feel like this is like a soft ditty spin going on. It's very, very manipulative and bullying and pressure. And he may be a nicest, sweetest guy. I don't care about all that. The nicest, sweetest people are the ones, especially these men today. And if you don't have your own worth and power with them as a woman, you too will fall prey or fall pressure to this prey. Okay? And I think I'm going to have to go into a part 2, part 3. But from the spiritual point of view of this, guys, is that this is a person utilizing the term spirituality to get what he wants out of two women who don't know their true worth and will not stand up to him correctly, and or be willing to walk away. There is no detachment. Part of spirituality is detaching from your ego, detaching from egotistical behaviors. It is all about detaching. That is true spirituality. You've got to detach, let go, let it all go, because this is what will continue to bind you and cycle you through into the next births of your life. If you want to end the cycles of births, detach.